Welcome to MWR Life on Air. I'm your host, Melissa Schaffner. In this week's show, I'll visit with Catherine Walker about the 2013 U.S. Army Soldier Show, and Ryan Bowie will be here from the Roxy Regional Theater in downtown Clarksville. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Fort Campbell MWR is serving soldiers, families, retirees, and civilians with quality of life events and activities.
For more information, visit our website at fortcampbellmwr.com.
Like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FortCampbellMWR.
Pick up a copy of the MWR Family, Single Soldier, or Retiree Life magazines.
Join our text club by texting the letters MWR to 68683.
Watch MWR Life on Air on Charter Channel 6 at 6 p.m. nightly, Fort Campbell's Channel 9 at 12 noon and 4 p.m., or anytime at youtube.com/FortCampbell101.
Listen to Fort Campbell Fridays at 8 o'clock on 1400 AM or at 8:30 on 105.1 FM every Friday morning. You can also listen to Talk with Tara every Friday from 10 to noon on 1400 AM.
Call our 24-hour recorded information line at 270-798-3172. Fort Campbell MWR.
Serving soldiers,
families,
retirees,
and civilians.
Welcome back. The 2013 Army Soldier Show, presented by the Installation Management Command, is highly anticipated each year, as it is entertainment for the soldier, by the soldier. Catherine Walker is with me now to share information about the performance here at Fort Campbell. Welcome back to the show, Catherine.
Thank you, Melissa.
So you've had a busy week in the past couple of weeks because it was Carnival and 4th of July. How'd that go?
Oh, fantastic. Couldn't have asked for any better time.
And you don't get much downtime before it's launch into another event. The Soldier Show is here.
Absolutely. The Soldier Show's here. It's one of the fan favorites here at Fort Campbell. It's fantastic to come out, the entire family. It's family friendly, and it's so entertaining and a great afternoon.
So these are shows that are put on with soldiers in them. Explain a little bit how that works.
The Soldier Show is a show that's touring our nation from installation to installation. It is entirely completed by soldiers, not necessarily their MOS is music, but they have that musical talent, and they all go through a rigorous audition process, and they become part of the show. So they not only perform on the stage, but they actually build the stage and do everything that's involved with the show.
So from the beginning to the end, it's put on, put together, traveled, everything by soldiers, even the people who are driving the trucks and putting up the set.
Yes, absolutely, and it's just fantastic to see the talent that the United States Army has within its ranks to entertain.
So it's a chance for these soldiers to go from place to place, and they spend almost a whole year touring in this show, and then they go back to being the soldier in the Army that they were before they did the Soldier Show.
Yes.
What do we have to look forward to here at Fort Campbell? When, and what are the details?
Well, we're hosting the show on July 20th. We have two show times. One is at 2 o'clock and one is at 7:30. Both shows are at Wilson Theater. And I stress to come out a little bit earlier. The doors open to the venue a half an hour before showtime. But because we have not ticketed this event and it's first come, first seated, I suggest coming out just a little bit earlier so that you can ensure that I don't have to turn you away because we hit a full house.
So a line builds and then it kind of goes in at half an hour beforehand. And it's for everyone, no special age required.
No special ages, family friendly. One of the best things I love about the Soldier Show is it has a little bit of music in there for everyone, from today's top 40 to the 1920s. So from your young kid to grandma and grandpa, it's a great show for everyone.
Well, it's entertaining with costumes and some dance moves, and each soldier gets to bring a little bit of their own personality to whatever character it is that they're taking on as they perform.
Right.
Now, this is a free show, but I'm sure you have some tips for people who are coming out to see it.
It is a free show. We do ask that when you come out, like I just mentioned, to come out just a little bit earlier, probably 45 minutes early, so that you can get your spot in line, make sure you get your seat. We are asking that everyone make sure your party's together when you go in, because we will be having some assistance with seating to ensure that I really don't have to turn anybody away.
You want to fill every seat. Don't leave seats between you and the group next to you, kind of thing.
Absolutely. And if somebody comes up and says, is there somebody sitting there, we're going to seat somebody there. So if you're like, no, my friend's coming and should be here in about 10 minutes, I'm sorry, we're going to fill that seat. So make sure that you're all together when you go in. Now, if you're getting up to get some popcorn or drinks from the AAFES counter, that's different. But make sure everybody's seated first before you go back into the lobby.
What about children in your lap, or, is there anything special you need to do to accommodate the young ones?
Well, there is no strollers allowed in Wilson Theater for this show. One is because we do anticipate it to get to capacity. And when we figure the capacity rate, it is per body, not necessarily per seat that's taken. So if you have a young baby coming, which I sort of discourage, because while it is a fantastic show for the infants, it is a loud show.
Right.
But there are no strollers, so hopefully we'll be able to advise you of that in the parking lot. So if somebody comes up and says, hey, there's no strollers allowed, please know that we're trying to keep you from getting all the way up to the door to get turned away.
Right. You don't have to make that trip back to your car with a stroller, and you can't have strollers in the aisles there. It just isn't safe.
Well, so, the soldiers actually perform in the aisles, so it is.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Okay.
It is a tripping hazard, not only for the other guests, but also the performers.
Okay. So all the lights and the sound and everything is done by soldiers as well.
Absolutely.
Now, you mentioned the exchange having the concessions. They'll be open for popcorn and snacks?
Yep. They're open for popcorn and drinks, and just a good old afternoon time to see the show if you come to the 2 o'clock or the 7:30. The 7:30 is our command performance, where our garrison commander will be doing a thank you from Fort Campbell to the soldier show.
Is there an intermission, do you know?
There's not an intermission. It is a 90-minute show, so it's a little long, especially if you have the young children. You might find that you're having to go out for the comfort of all the others.
Okay, so good to know. It's about 90 minutes. It's high energy performance and usually ends with something very patriotic. And at all the soldier shows I've been, usually they come out at the end and you can go and thank them and shake their hands and speak with them after the show.
Yeah, I think that's the coolest thing. And I do believe they're doing that again. It's the very end. And as you head out to your car, you can find your favorite performer and give them a handshake or a hug or let them know how they touched your lives that day.
Now, part of the theme of this year's soldier show is ready and resilient. You know, there's a lot of messages that are important to our Army right now, and they try to carry those themes through, perhaps sometimes in a subtle way when they're entertaining us. But speaking of entertainment, there's more coming in the summer. This isn't the only thing that you've got coming up.
We have so much going on.
We're looking at August and bringing the beach to Fort Campbell. Can you touch on that for us?
Oh my gosh, we're so excited about this one. I believe school starts the following week. So on August 3rd, we're doing a back-to-school beach party theme, which trying to bring a little bit of beach up to Fort Campbell. It's going to be out at Destiny Park, so we're going to have a beach scene out there. We have a fantastic luau coming to perform with the fire dancer and the whole kit and caboodle. So if you went to the Spouse Appreciation Night, it's the full-blown show that we're bringing to this event. And as well, we have the Conch Republic Band coming, and they're our Jimmy Buffett cover band.
Sounds like a lot of fun, and that's another free event.
It is free. Come on out, bring a blanket. We'll have food and beverage out for purchase. I just saw Chef Bob's menu for the evening out there, and it's going to be fantastic.
So it's kind of like a little beach vacation oasis in the middle of buying all of our tablets and pencils and getting ready to go back to school. So
right.
It's enjoyable for our kids. Yeah. Looking forward to that. And I know there'll be more as we get into the fall. I think there's an Army Bowl possibly coming this year, football game. We'll have you back to talk about those things when we get closer to the date. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Let your voice be heard. Get involved with BOSS. Better opportunities for single soldiers.
Whether you're new to the Army, in a new place, or back from deployment, let your voice be heard.
Quality of life, community service, recreation and leisure. 3 pillars that guide this outstanding program.
Join your fellow single soldiers. Get active with BOSS. Learn more at boss.armymwr.com.
BOSS, the voice of the single soldier.
Let your voice be heard.